It was a shirt that read, "I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look anyway." It was from my stepdad's mom, and her English is, I found it hilarious. Once we translated it for her, she almost cried from embarrassment. I proudly wore it for the rest of the day. That's actually pretty funny. I feel bad for the stepdad's mom, but at least she got a gift and she was trying to be creative. You've got to give her points for that. Welcome to Wife Without Kids. I'm Hannah. This channel is all about building a positive and non-judgmental community to support your choice to live the child-free life. I mentioned to my uncle one year that I wished I could grow a beard like his. Come Christmas time, my uncle hands me the present he got me. I unwrap it, and what do you know? It's his beard in a Ziploc bag. Are these people real? A terrible gift, though. Who wants someone else's hair? That's so weird, especially their facial hair. I mean, what are you gonna do with it? You could put it outside, the birds could use the hair for their nest. That's one option. Every year, my family does a Secret Santa Christmas. When I was about 10, my aunt had to buy me a gift. So Christmas morning, I open my gift. I find a Christmas sweater along with a pair of my aunt's stained underwear. Apparently she was doing laundry and wrapping gifts at the same time and got the two mixed up. No, just no. How do you do that? Worst Christmas ever. There's no excuse for this one. That's disgusting. A gift card to a lingerie store from my grandma. The weird part was that it wasn't the gift, but the fact that she had made my poor 19-year-old brother go in and buy it. As he told it, the conversation went something like this. Cashier, shopping for your girlfriend? Brother? No. My sister. Well, my grandma. Awkward silence. Okay, yeah, that would be a little weird. Also, I don't know, my grandma's never given me a gift card to buy lingerie. That seems a little strange, but I mean, like, maybe in my family that would be weird, in other people's families that might be completely normal, so I guess I shouldn't judge that. But yeah, sending the brother in, yeah, that's a little awkward. At least everyone probably got a super good laugh over that one, except the brother, who was probably traumatized.
Where's the Tylenol?
One Christmas, I got 18 pairs of socks. 18? That's excessive. I was probably 12 and I tried really hard to look grateful and thank my parents, but with each pair I opened, I got progressively more upset. Understandable. I ended up excusing myself to go to the bathroom and started crying. Aww, my mom came in to get me and asked me what was wrong. She said, "Stop crying and come back to the living room." She then gave me my real gift, a laptop. The reason I got socks was my mom just wanted me to have something to unwrap because my brother had a lot of cheaper stuff, where I had one big thing. I felt incredibly spoiled and embarrassed. Definitely a happy ending. I think when you're a kid, that's the worst. You get something that you really don't want, and then you make like kind of a big deal about it, and then you actually get the thing that you did really want. And it makes you feel bad because you're like, I'm such a selfish person. I got a book called Coping with Being Adopted from Santa while I was in high school. It was news to me. This is not the right way to do it. Maybe they were trying to be funny or creative. I feel like if I was adopted and that's how I found out, I would be traumatized. I hope he or she, whoever it is that found out this way, is doing okay. A wooden pop-out playset from my aunt. Recommended age was 2 to 4. I was 14.
I don't think so.
She had nothing to give you. She like scrounged around and found an unwanted toy that her kids didn't want and just wrapped it up for you. The super funny comment under this says, "I think we share the same aunt." So apparently there's more than one aunt out there getting toddler toys for the teens. At least you're in good company. So a few years ago, my grandma had her legs amputated. Yikes. Don't feel bad. Since then, her health has improved a ton. Anyway, last Christmas, my aunt bought her socks. It was so awful. Oh no. That's so bad. I mean, it's not even funny. You can't even laugh at that. That's terrible. How do you forget? Maybe we all just need to stop buying socks for people for Christmas. We can come up with better gifts than that, right? I feel like we should be able to come up with better gifts than socks. My uncle got me a giant block of cement once. He put random things throughout the block and gave me a miniature hammer and chisel. I actually chiseled my way through the whole thing and found some coins and what appeared to be an arrowhead. Well, I actually think that would be kind of cool. If there was stuff inside that you actually wanted, that's kind of a creative gift. It's kind of an adventure. You get like this one gift that's not really a gift and that's kind of weird, but then you get to work for the other little gifts that are inside. When I was a kid, my grandma heavily favored me over my little sister. One year she bought me a cool set of Pokémon, which was my absolute favorite thing at the time. She bought my sister a weasel ball, i.e. a toy meant for cats. Oh no. I'm sorry. sorry, that's not funny. The poor kid. That would be really awful. Here's the thing, if you had cats, it could benefit from the gift, but it's true. Man, it's all the grandmas that are striking out here on the gift giving. Grandma, you should be getting this child something else for Christmas. I'm surprised there's no mom and dads in here that like are getting the award for giving the worst gift. It's been grandmas, aunts, and uncles so far. Maybe the parents are still coming. My sister got a bag of Kroger shredded cheese from my aunt one year. I love cheese. I mean, it's not a gift necessarily, unless you like love cheese. Would I be okay getting a bag of cheese for Christmas? Actually, yeah, I would. As an adult, I would. As a kid, I've been like, this is weird, this isn't really a gift. And plus that I'd have to share it with my whole family, so it wouldn't really feel like a gift for me. In the late 70s, all the cool kids wore Ocean Pacific brand clothing. We were kind of poor, so my mom and grandma made the most of our clothes. My grandma made me pants and hand-stitched the letters O and P on the pockets. Look nothing like the real thing, and I had to wear them. I feel so sorry for this person. This one touches my heart a little bit because this reminds me of when I was a kid. My family was super poor. We rarely ever got new clothes. And so we just had to wear whatever thrift shop clothes or clothes we got from people. People would give us bags of clothes. Like, I'm not even joking you. Sometimes there were people that were 40 and 50 that didn't want clothes and gave them to us. I know that was meant to be a very kind gesture, but I'm like a 12 and 13-year-old. I don't want to wear clothes that came from a 40 or 50-year-old woman. Sorry, that took a massive chunk out of my self-esteem, and I'm still recovering. My cousin had died in a drunk driving accident, a few months before, so my mom got me a breathalyzer keychain. It wouldn't have been so bad, but the card it came with said, "From my cousin." Oh no. My grandma gave me bright red undies with googly eyes on them, and an extra piece of black cloth to put your inside as the nose. I'm a girl. What is up with grandparents giving their grandkids lingerie or like personal gifts? I'm sorry, that's so weird to me. I can't in a million years imagine my grandparents ever giving me that kind of a gift. My grandma just got me like the typical grandma stuff. Like she knit me a sweater and she gave me chocolate and, grandma gifts that don't embarrass anybody. I left some video games in my mom's room. She found them and assumed my dad had bought them as Christmas gifts for me. So for Christmas I got my own games. That's like just an oversight. If you hadn't played the video games in a while, isn't it almost like getting a new game? It's like the stuff we have laying around the house, and then when we go to sort through our stuff, we're like, oh my goodness, look what I just found. It's like you find a little treasure that you didn't know you had. I was dating this girl. She knew I was self-conscious about my teeth. I have fluorosis. I think that's how you say it. So I wouldn't smile very much. When I did, I tried really hard to hide my teeth. Well, this girl's family bought me a toothbrush. It even had my name on it. So instead of just not mentioning it, because they don't want you to mention it, you get them a toothbrush so everyone in the whole room is now staring at your mouth and your teeth. Oh boy. I once got a used copy of the Snakes on a Plane soundtrack. Upon later investigation, the disc was cracked. The next year, I received a copy of the movie. I have never expressed an interest in Snakes on a Plane. The cracked disc, that's very suspect. That just sounds like someone went through their old junk and was like, oh, this? Yeah, not gonna use this anymore. Let's wrap it up and give it. I feel like this is a person that does gifts very last minute, and that's the problem. If they had put in a little more effort, it could have been better. You know what's worse than receiving a gift that you don't actually want? Being told you have to give someone a gift. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are never alone, and I will see you next week.